Bambaleje, bambaleje, ala ala bambum. Sangkan bebe cembuji, bebe ma bekungo na kuninga.
My name is Priscilla Yago Sise. I'm the Senior Technical Advisor and one of the co-founders of WAVE Gambia, WAVE being Women's Association for Women and Victims Empowerment. We are organizing today this seminar on freedom of religion and belief. This has come through because one of the recommendations of the TRRC, which was also accepted by the government in its white paper, is that there's need for engagement, as was outlined in Volume 5 of the TRRC's report, the need for engagement on issues of relating to freedom of religion and belief. So what we have done, we have come together with members that were mentioned in the TRRC report, at least some of the communities, being the Ahmadiyya community, as well as members of the Ndigal community, who their issues had been at the forefront of some of the discussions. There were other communities that also mentioned in the report, but we've not engaged with them for this session. So we're working on the freedom of religion and belief engagement and literally promoting unity and tolerance and advocacy. And we're doing that with the National Assembly members because they have the parliamentary caucus on freedom of religion and belief. And we had been working with them in different ways. But then this is the first time we're really coming together on this first post-TRRC seminar on form. The TRRC recommendations were on the Gambia. And these individuals themselves are in the Gambia. And we are all here trying to promote freedom of religion and belief, trying to promote respect for human rights, the human dignity, and also constitutional guarantees so that the rights of individuals will be respected, promoted, and protected as well. Part of our expectations from the stakeholders, one, raising awareness about the issues, because definitely awareness raising is a critical issue. We did a survey yesterday. I think some of you in the media took part. Even some of the presenters, they did not even know that there is a freedom of religion and belief caucus as part of the National Assembly. So awareness raising is one thing. And with awareness raising, it also comes sensitization. Sensitization in terms of what the caucus is about, what the challenges that these religious minority groups have been facing, shouldn't call it minority groups, but the religious communities have been facing, as well as how they can get the support from different stakeholders here. To the audience, I would say, let's keep engaging. Let's understand that at the end of the day, we all created and we all have our own sentiments, our own beliefs, our own ways in which we engage. I mean, not everyone is the same, but let's have that level of tolerance so that we can have peaceful coexistence and so that we'll be able to accept or recognize. We don't have to embrace, but we recognize, let you be, let me be, and we move forward.
I am Honorable Amadou Kamara, the National Assembly member for Nyanija constituency, and the chairperson of the Parliamentary Caucus on FOB, that is freedom of religion or belief. This is a discussion, I can say, dialogue, basically centered on freedom of religion or belief, and us as a caucus, which you know that we have an interest in this as key stakeholder as far as the issue is concerned. You are invited to participate. Because this caucus was established in December 2023, and then since then we've done series of activities, engagements of this nature. So it is always a pleasure to be talking and then to be engaging in such activities because this is what we subscribe to. We as members of the National Assembly Parliamentary Caucus on FOB, have the belief that each and every person have the right to believe and worship whatever that you want to worship and whatever that you want to believe on the basis that it does not affect peace and security of this country, and of course on the basis that it will not infringe on the rights of the others. Basically, this is our belief, and we've done many constituency engagement, many national seminars with support from ASEPA, and this is one of the activities that we are always pleased to partake, because for this one we have different stakeholders involved here, different people from different walks of life, from different societies, from different groups, so that we can discuss. We hear from them. Us as representatives of people, we always want to hear from the people. Once we hear from the people, we can move into actionable points and move the agenda of FOP to whatever level that it deserves, because we believe in it. It's only through talking and dialogue that we can achieve some of these aims and objectives. Gambia is an example. It's a model as far as the issue that is under discussion is concerned. It's only in the Gambia, whereas you will see people of different religion, people from different ethnicity, intermarrying, living together, sharing everything together. So these are the good examples that we should also circulate to the world. Despite we have some of small issues that are happening within the societies, but we should capitalize on those small issues, call people together, gather them, discuss those issues, diffuse these tensions, and of course, share the beautiful stories of peace and peaceful coexistence that exists among Gambians of different backgrounds. Share it to the world so that the world can learn from us. People from Africa around the world can learn from us, and they appreciate this thing and know that this is something that is doable and is attainable. For us as parliament and parliamentarians, like I said in the introductory remark, we will do more of the listening. We are here to listen to people from different groups, because I understand people from the Amaria sector are here, legal people are here, some Muslim leaders are also here, and of course leaders from the other CSOs. So we will listen to the different concerns that they will raise. When it happen to be in an issue of law, we can advocate to see how best those laws are changed. Policy, we can advocate through the executive and see how some of these policies are changed to better serve the purpose and better serve the people of the Gambia. So basically, we are here to listen and contribute where necessary, because for us, as members of the parliament, the people are our bosses. So we will listen to the people on how whatever they want things to be done, as far as it is in tandem with the laws, it is in tandem with the regulations, and of course it is in tandem with government policies. Let us make best use of the good example that we have with regards to peaceful coexistence, the intermarrying between different religious denominations, between different ethnics. This is an example peculiar to the Gambia. I don't say it is not happening in other parts of the world, but it's very, very, very rare. So most of it is happening in the Gambia and within the Senegambia region. So we should be proud of that and make sure that we maintain that, because for us it's peace that we have, and we have to maintain the peace and tranquility of this country.
So my name is Rashid Rahman. I am the Executive Director of the African Center for Parliamentary Affairs, which is known as ASEPA. It's based in Accra in Ghana. And we are here as part of this conversation on freedom of religion or belief and social cohesion in the Gambia, working closely with our partners, WAVE Gambia. ASEPA has been working with the National Assembly of the Gambia for many, many years. And in the last few years, we set up a parliamentary caucus on freedom of religion or belief. This conversation this week, that is yesterday and today, is part of that, building on what we have done in the past. And the conversation yesterday and today is expected to bring out the issues of how some groups are marginalized because of their beliefs in here in the Gambia. And for me, looking ahead and looking forward, what I hope this meeting would achieve is to get the honorable members of parliament, particularly members of the parliamentary caucus on freedom of religion or belief, to take up the issues that would come out of this meeting and champion them at the National Assembly level, whether through policy or through legislation, and also through educating and leading the citizens of the Gambia. In terms of the way forward, I think the issues like this, which border on social cohesion, border on how societies are managed peacefully, are not issues that can be dealt with in a day or in a year or in one sitting. So for us, going ahead, we hope that the conversations will continue. We hope to find a way together with Wave Gambia and other partners to continue the dialogue, because through dialogue we will find solutions, and through dialogue we will find peace. From the Gambia, we are going back home to Ghana, but the work on freedom of religion or belief is done not only here in the Gambia. We do work in Sierra Leone. We set up a parliamentary caucus in Sierra Leone. We have a caucus in Malawi, in Southern Africa. We are about to launch a caucus in South Africa. Um, we have a caucus in Ghana. And sometimes when there are opportunities, we try to bring all these different parliamentarians from different countries to come together and have conversations that would advance and maybe learn from each other. For instance, the Gambians, when they went to Sierra Leone, they learned that in Sierra Leone there is a group called the Interreligious Council of Sierra Leone, which brings together the Christian group, the Muslim group, and other groups to come as a forum, rather than maybe like here the Supreme Islamic Council is sitting somewhere, the Christian Council is sitting somewhere. At least maybe a body that brings them together, and they can have regular dialogue, and all that helps to promote peace and social cohesion. Gambia used to be a sterling example when it comes to freedom of religion or belief. Today, that example, that leadership is being threatened. Other countries are taking over Gambia. So it's important that the policymakers, the government of the Gambia takes note of this and try to do everything possible to make sure that your society, a very small society where people know, everybody knows everybody, you can live peacefully and you can reclaim your rightful position as a sterling example of social cohesion, peaceful coexistence, and religious tolerance.
ngeen nuyu Gambia yi di rafetlu oote bi nga xam ne moom lañu oo fii ci wàllu diina kenn koo ne am sa ngëm-ngëm pour nga dox si bàyyi keneenam mu gëm am ngëm-ngëmam ndaxte ngëm-ngëm dafa nekk loo xam ne lu foor la ci nit ndax yàlla moo ko bindaale pour moo gëm lool ci xolam kon kenn ku ne dafa am right li nga xam ne moom la gëm mu gëm ko bàyyi keneen ci li nga xam ne moom la gëm dañuy respecté li nga xam ne mooy luwaa bi ndax loo gëm lu ne war nga ci mën a bàyyaale sa xel sa morom maanaam wàllu nooy ci guddi maanaam daal ñu gëm right luwaa bi ci li nga xam ne moom moo nekk ci réew mi kenn ko ne jox àq ak yelleef moromam man maa ngi tudd Kumba Seck dëkk Upper Saloum bokk ci ngëm-ngëmu ndigal Upper Saloum Kër Mutali waa dañ ko ñëw 2009 léegi ñu attaque ñu ne ku gëm ndigal bu ne doo fi nekk génne ñu suñ dëkk lu mat juróom-ñetti fukki kër ak benn yóbbu ñu ci booda ba 2009 ba léegi foofu lañ nekk am na solo bu baax ñuy kontaan bu baax ci laaj bi nga xam ne moom lañu laaj ñun ndax am nañ yaakaar bu baax ndax ñi fi teew ñëpp wax nañ ne waa Kër Malick Ndigal yi am nañ raay mi ñëw dund li nga xam ne moom lañ nekkee woon ci seen biir dëkk comme niñ nangoo seen kër yi nangu seen alal yi ak seen tool yi ñu delloo leen ko ginnaaw loolu la code bi wax waaw comme li may ñaan Gambia yi ñun ñii ñëpp ñu bañ di bedde ndax kenn ku ne diinaam la am kenn ku ne diinaam la gëm bedde nag mooy kii lim gëm baaxut man li ma gëm man moo baax nañ bokk Gambia ñu liggéey te ñu respectante kenn ko ne li nga gëm ko te bàyyi sa morom li nga xam ne moom la gëm te ñu joxante cër jàppante te fas yéene liggéey suñu réew mu dem sa kanam.
Oh, thank you very much for that question, and thanks for having me. My name is Mariam Diba, and I'm from the Ahmadiyya Muslim community. I'm very happy to be here today because we've had meaningful discussions since yesterday with very important stakeholders, including mine, the organization that I'm from, on how to foster religious tolerance amongst ourselves as Gambians and as a united polity,
So it's good to be here just having conversations, very informal conversations basically, because usually we tend to hear these things on TV, with people on decision making tables, having these discussions amongst themselves. But it's good to be here as a stakeholder, also from the grassroots systems, and also sometimes as a victim to come and share my lived experiences, and hopefully get to see decisions being made at the higher levels, and legislations being made that support victims, and at least render us services with what we go through in the community. So it's good to be here. These legislative makers we're talking about are the subcommittee on the FOB, which is the freedom of religion or belief in the Gambia. I didn't even know of their existence before yesterday. I only found out about 24 hours ago. So it's good to have them here as people that make decisions on our behalf, so that we share our experiences and that they find inspiration in that to make legislations that guide us basically as Gambians. So I'm happy that they're here today. So my message is that I'm assuming every Gambian has at least watched an episode of the TRRT, of the painful testimonies that religious people have gone through in the Gambia, because one person or the other doesn't believe that their religion matters and that they are not respectful to them and kind to their beliefs. So I think as Gambians, we should be very mindful not to repeat the same mistakes that we've made over the past few decades. And I'm just advising everyone to be kind to the next person. In as much as you want to be respected, you should also respect another person's beliefs. In as much as you want your respects to be your beliefs to be respected, you should do the same to your neighbor, to your friend. And it doesn't take much. It takes just having a conversation with the other person of a different belief to you, a Christian, a Muslim, an Ahmadi, a person from the Indigal sect. Just say hi to them, learn about their beliefs, and then we'll learn to be living peacefully with each other. And I think that's the main point of this meeting here, just to learn to live with each other. I mean, it's important that we have laws in place, but we have to learn to live with each other peacefully. And if that happens, then we don't even need to refer to laws to live peacefully as Gambians. So yeah, just let's not repeat the same mistakes we've made over the past few decades as Gambians.